So welcome back to another episode, and today I thought I'd talk about a lot of the stuff that is going on right now currently, and I've been crazy busy. It's been a crazy busy month for October, November. As we predicted, it's the busiest time of year for video game releases and technology. The PlayStation Pro, Slim, the Xbox One S. There is so much been going on. VR technology, it's been crazy, and I got a lot more videos coming out next week. A lot more newer VR releases are coming out, and I'm just playing those, trying to ingest all of them and take it all in and do some reviews and all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd say, first of all, if you're in the mood for a big video game chat, I was on Victor Lucas's show. He did a live stream, and I was on there for like an hour and 10 minutes, and very humbling, very wonderful to be with Victor Lucas and to do an interview with him. And we just shot the shit for about an hour about video games, life, movies, and also, the Wii U and how its days are done, and we look back on the Wii U and some of the best games, and it's a really, really great chat. I'll put a link down below to that video so you can check that out. But man, for today, there's so much stuff to talk about, so much stuff I really just want to bring up in general and just blabber about. Now, everybody's been asking me online about the new NES Classic Mini, and what do I think about this? And you already know I was excited about the mini console. I'll call it the mini console. I was excited about it. I thought it was a really, really cool thing. I knew it'd be a big hit this Christmas. I knew it'd be something that parents would walk into stores, parents being my generation, and saying, oh my God, look at this. This is what I played as a kid. And they would want to buy that for their kids to see their reactions to some of the games that they grew up with. So I knew that would be a big, massive hit. I didn't really think normally. I didn't think it would sell out. I didn't think it would be going as crazy as it has been. I've been watching everything out there. I know everything's going on. I have friends of mine that showed up at Walmart and places like that. I'm thinking, I'll be able to pick one up the first thing in the morning, no problem. Huge lineup for this thing. I mean, the demand is extraordinary, and the demand is okay. People wanting the machine is totally fine. What's not fine is the scalpers. But there's been so many other great videos done, talking about this. Alpha Mega Sin's done a video about it. Everybody's done a video about this. And I agree with all their points. There's nothing I can really add to it. I think what I can say, though, is that what's sad about nowadays is I'm sad how used to this I've become. I've almost begun to just accept this, that this is normal. And it's not normal, but it is in our hobby of people buying tons of this machine, the Mini NES, and scalping them on eBay, bringing in every family member to buy two or whatever it is, and then throwing them straight up onto Craigslist, onto eBay, whatever site they have to sell this thing at an extraordinary price. And that's the thing; it's gone up extraordinarily, and everybody's pissed off. And who's to blame? The scalpers. Yes, they're to blame. But Nintendo is to blame for not creating enough. This is just like the Amiibo thing all over again. Remember that? I'm glad I got out of the Amiibo thing, because that was insanity. I knew at one point I was in the middle of that. I'm like, I need to get out of this. And I did. And I moved on. But, it's so funny. It's sad to see this happening once again. But whenever there's a hot item from Nintendo, isn't it kind of funny? There's never enough of them. There's never enough, and it creates a great demand. I don't know if they do it on purpose. I can't say that for sure, obviously, but it's in huge demand, and there's just not enough. But here's my advice. Wait. Chill out. Christmas is coming up, have an eggnog. Just wait. Just chill out. If Nintendo is intelligent, if they are a company that wants to make money, they'll restock. I'm telling you, come January, there'll be tons of them. But hey, don't hold me to it if you don't get it. You start coming after me with knives. But I did not go running to the stores to get it. I was like, I'll wait. I'm going to chill out, and I'm going to wait. And I'm excited about the device. I think it's really cool, but I can wait for it for sure. So that was the first story I wanted to talk about, because everybody wanted to know what I thought about it. I think it sucks with the scalpers. I think that really stinks for families trying to buy their kids one this Christmas and they don't have enough. And all I'm going to say is, Nintendo, make more. Make motherfucking more. Okay. The next thing, I was drinking my tea this morning, and I couldn't believe this. It was the anniversary of Metal Gear Solid 2. 15 years old. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know how crazy that is? I said that I was drinking my tea, and I'm like, I swear to God, I got more white hairs in my hair when I read that 15 years had passed. And I just wanted to talk briefly about the excitement building up to Metal Gear. And I'll do a full-on Metal Gear video in the future. I know I will. I know that's going to happen. But I don't know if I've ever really had a good enough chance to talk about the big build-up to this and how exciting it was. And it really was exciting. I mean, I remember walking into a friend's video game store, and he had the Japanese version, and he showed us the opening. And I remember we looked and we were like, holy Jesus, that was on, Snake is walking in the rain on the bridge. And I mean, you'd never seen graphics like that in a video game. And I was so hyped for it. And I remember getting my PlayStation 2, and it was at a time I was at a software company, and they'd laid everybody off just before Christmas. And I had already pre-ordered the PS2, and I already picked it up. And I'd already paid for Metal Gear, so it was like so bittersweet as I had lost my job and I was playing Metal Gear. And I remember I was playing it, and it was so awesome. Oh, dude, I remember shooting the glass, and you're like, it actually makes an impact in the glass. And it was little touches like that, but I remember being so blown away with it, and it was just such a weird time. And a really good time. We had the PS2, the GameCube had just come out. It was fun times. It was really fun. So I had a lot of gaming time, but I wasn't working. It was like the stress of not working back then was like, holy Jesus, this is freaking me out. But I just wanted to mention it because it's been 15 years since Metal Gear Solid 2 came out. Can you believe that time flies by that fast? And I know there's so many of you watching right now who are like, you're like dumbfounded too. Like, it's 15 years went by. Where did that go? It's funny how it flies by. People who were younger back then playing this, they're like, I'll be a kid forever. And all of a sudden they're like, I'm an adult. Fuck my life. It's kind of funny how time goes by like that. It is extraordinary. And just to mention as well, I got so excited about Xenoverse getting released and playing that. I'm having a great time playing that game. It's really fun. I'm going to talk about it in a new Game Stuff episode coming up soon and a little bit more detail about it. But I've had so much fun. I was like, why the hell do I not have Crunchyroll? And I went and ordered Crunchyroll, and I've been watching JoJo and Dragon Ball Super like a crazy man. There's not enough hours in a day to try to cram as much anime as I'm trying to watch all at the same time. And I was upset with Dragon Ball Super, though. All of a sudden, I got to episode 20, and all of a sudden it jumped to 47. I was like, where's the middle episodes? Why are you doing this to me? I did 20 episodes of Dragon Ball Super in a day. Yes, it's kind of ridiculous. I didn't realize that they're releasing them weekly, every 2 weeks, another 10 episodes. I didn't know that. I had no idea. So I was like, where's all the rest of the episodes? But it's really funny. I'll tell you a story. Is that Crunchyroll got in touch with me. This is months, probably 5 months ago, and they're like, "Hey, we really want, we want to give you Crunchyroll for free, and we want to sponsor your video if you advertise Crunchyroll." And I looked at it and I was like, "No, I don't do videos like that." You know what I mean? I imagine this video is brought to you by Crunchyroll. For great anime excitement, watch Crunchyroll. Order today. Imagine me starting a video off every time like that. It would be so. I couldn't do that. I haven't done it in 8 years. I ain't starting now. And, here's my funny thing. I will give Crunchyroll a free plug, because I didn't want to be paid for their stuff. And they offered me Crunchyroll for free, and I went and paid for it myself because I genuinely wanted it. And I wanted it for my reasons, and I'm happy with that. But Crunchyroll is fucking awesome. I cannot watch enough of it. I've been going completely mental, and I don't know. I don't want to sound like all hokey, but I got into my second renaissance phase of anime. I think in my life, getting back into Dragon Ball Super has been a wonderful experience, and going back to JoJo, an anime that I saw. God, it must have been. I think I first saw it in 1997, and that was this. It was a 6-part OVA that was set in Egypt back then. And I remember me and my friends would watch, and we're like, "What is this? This is incredible. These characters using these stands, which are kind of like personas now when you think about it. Personas, taking something maybe from that, but very fascinating and really good shows. I I can't stress it enough. Try out the trial. I'm still on the trial, but I'm hooked. It's happening. It's going all the way. But so yes, Crunchyroll gets a free plug, and I get to keep my sanity, my dignity that way. So, guys, I think that's all I really have to talk about. We got Final Fantasy 15 coming up the end of the month. I can't believe we're at that point finally. I'm like, oh my god, Final Fantasy 15, and I'll be playing it on the Pro, and I gotta find out if it has enhanced visuals. I'm very curious to see how it displays. I'm at that point now, and how it plays. That's my big one. I have not spoiled myself any longer. I know there's like videos out there. The first 10 hours of Final Fantasy 15. I don't want to see any of that. I want to walk in and be completely shocked and be completely like, I didn't see that coming. That's what I wanted out of a video game. Even Pete Dorr said to me, he said, they ruin everything in video games now. You can't even do your own unboxings anymore. It's already done online. It's really true, and I'm trying to keep that a little bit safe for myself. Same with Rogue One. Episode 7, I was reading everything. Where Rogue One, I'm not trying to spoil it for myself. I'm going in virginized. Of course, I understand the basic plot. How could you not? But I don't want to know too much other than that. I'm really happy the way it is. So, anyways, guys, a random episode for Sunday. Something I just want to put together, talk about a lot of fun things and stuff that's kind of going on right now. So, anyways, guys, until next time.